What's up, my people? What's up, my homies? What's up, my friends? I'm Gnarly Vato, and these are Gnarly Times. Well, today I'm gonna talk about the time I got a gun pulled out on me. Well, I was chilling at my homeboy Cisco's house, right? I was with his brother, who at the time we are chilling there, right? I was with two brothers. Well, when we were there posted, right? He stayed right here up on Salisbury in Porterville, and we used to. I was always there. I was always there, probably like 4 times a week, after work. Well, we're chilling there, right? And he lives like a little dirt. There's one house in the back, a kind of main house, and you have a little house on the side, and right in the middle was a big old tree, right? So you could drive in like a little donut, a U. So these fools come rolling in, and it was dark. So these fools come creeping in, right? And I see them. We don't know who it is, and these fools hit. I told the homeboy, I said, "Hey, hit the lights, fool," and because we're on the porch. Well, when right when these fools are getting out the car, the lights turned off, and they just stopped. They're like, "What happened to the lights?" And we're like, "Who are you?" Excuse me. And then they're like, "It's so and so." So we end up turning the lights back on, right? So as they come and talk, there's a homeboy from the ESV, right? Comes with the homeboy from the west side. So, and I know the fool from the west side for like since junior high. Well, this guy comes with the other homeboy, right? And who were cousins. Well, they got to talk. See, at the time, everybody used to try to bully or pressure you, like, oh, they would ask you, where you from? And you tell them you're from the west side. You're from the weak side? And they'd be like, no, I'm from this side of town. Because even before people started gangbanging, they would throw that, like, on you. Like, what part of town you from? I never seen you on the east side of VCP. So, like, okay, I live on the west side. So, after a while, it just started, let's just pick up the flag and roll with it. So, anyways, at this time, when they got to talking, it's been a while, right? So, this homeboy who is from the west side, who they're like another set from the west side. There's our group and their group. So they try to make it one WSV, West Side Warrior or something, because they want it ESV, VC, whatever. Like, well, we run the whole town, the whole west side. Like, we're gonna have just one water. The whole side's ours. That's what I used to think. And they would be like, "Hey, who jumped you in?" And because it'd be me, my brother, the homeboy Nate, and some other homeboys. You know what I'm saying? But we were like the main homeboys representing at the time, going through jail facilities, putting it down. Well, so we were making a name for us. And I don't know what the homeboys out here were doing besides the little homies. Like I had mentioned with other stories, Speedy, they were building their little group up, because they were getting bullied, with these other fools from the other side of town. Once you live on that side, the other side of town, they don't respect you. That's why a lot of these fools got into gangs and grouped up, because they were just tired of getting bullied and harassed, So that was a part of the get down with us. Even when we started going to high school, we went to a summer school. My brother went there to the Porterville High School, and we were from the west side. And this was before really representing, but they jammed them up too. Where you from, And luckily, I waited there the first day of high school, summer school, and luckily no one was waiting for no one to show up, so I could get up in there. So lucky I had got up in there. So me and my brother, and our girlfriends went to summer school with our girlfriends. But anyways, they come roll up and they started telling, "Hey, check it out. You need to step aside. we're gonna we're gonna I'm gonna take over this. And I was like, what are you talking about? I wasn't even uh, running nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what I do where I was from. Like, what are you gonna come and tell me like all of a sudden? Where were you at? Once everybody, were you out here putting in work? I don't know what you're doing, but I know what I was doing. People heard what was going on, and a lot of time I had to defend myself, So after so many defenses, I had to go on offense, and show them, put it down myself, because that's all mainly had with myself. I had a few homeboys, but they weren't from my neighborhood, they're from other towns, Exeter, Plainview, wherever, because the homeboys from the town didn't really like to chill me because they're from the other side of town, besides the ones who were in YA with me or county jail, if that, but they either were on one side or the other, and they didn't want to be the homeboys on the weak side, but anyways, he's trying to tell me, I go, homie, where were you at? What'd you do? You ain't do nothing. You're this and this, right? This is no disrespect to the homeboy now, but I got to disrespecting this fool so bad he got so pissed, right? And I was like, what are you gonna do? Let's do it. And this was the first time we were ever gonna brawl. Mind you, I fought this fool like 4 times after that. Not after that, but about 3 times. But anyways, he's like, and where he got so pissed, because he didn't want, I was like, come on, swing on me, let's do this. And then he's like, so he like was so angry. You ever see something? Well, he started like spitting on my face, right? I felt it on my face, and I was like, so I was, whatever, let's do this. And he stepped back and reached in his waistband and pulls it out. A big old barrel, long revolver, I don't know what the hell, 357. And he's like, and I was like, do it. What do you do it? Come on, about time to do something. And his cousin was there, like, tripping. He was from the other ESV, and he, because they wanted to run, because at the time we were uncontrollable, because we were coming up, So they wanted to place this fool in there so they could control all these other homeboys because at the time when I ran into these little homeboys, they didn't really know all the other homeboys. So when they found out us, they found all of us, even this fool. So he wanted to control all these little homies, and there's probably like 20, 25 of them at the time, which was pretty good to have a little army for what you were out the gate, Well, so anyway, he's like, and put it, and I was like, at the time now I think, like, what was I thinking, It's crazy. I ain't invincible. That's just like talking about my homeboy, Squeaky, who got killed doing the same thing at a party. Stepped in front of a gun, told the dude, what are you gonna do? You ain't do nothing. You're a blah, blah, blah. And the dude shot him in the head and killed him, and now I think about it, I don't know if it was loaded, if it was real or not, but that's what I was thinking. And this fool, and I was still degrading him, disrespecting him. And he stood there, had this at me, and my homeboy, P, grabbed it, because he was, I don't know if he was going to pop out, but he was about to. And it was just one of them things, and we ended up meeting many other times, because he used to not only try to bully me, he used to try to bully all these little other homeboys, and they ended up coming to me and told me, hey, bro, can you help me do something with this fool who keeps telling us to do things, and he's not doing it with us. He acts like he's a godfather or something, so it's like, that'll be another story, that I'll probably get into, going and battling for these little homies. A lot of times, because I was 11 years older than them. So when they met me, all these other fools, older fools from the other sides, used to bully and run through these fools, and have the little homeboys put hands on them. So when I rolled through, they were so happy and relieved that they had an older homeboy. You know, especially being through all the bull crap I was going through. You know, and believe it or not, it's crazy. At the time, I was outnumbered. And you know, if you talking about gangs, I had two gangs hating. You know, because you're either with one gang, you're either with him or no, not with him. So it was just a horrible situation. So when I was there, I just tried to do what I could, you know, not only defend myself, but defend my new little homies, you know, and show them the right way and build them up, and try to, you know, it was crazy. They say, "Who jumped you in?" I tell them, "No one jumped me in." Who do you mean no one jumped in? I go, "Oh, you don't get jumped in. How would I like it if we jumped you in? Would you like me if I punched you in your face? No, you wouldn't even look at me the same." You know what I'm saying? So we rather go and put in work. If you don't make it out, we just put in work on you to kick you out. You know what I'm saying? So it was just crazy times, and it was wild out there. Like the wild, and we were in the wild, wild west. You know, they tried to stop us from growing. But it kind of backfired. And, you know, who knows now? I've been out of there for like 15 years, you know. That's why I just wanted to share these stories, because you got to know when to hold them, you got to know when to fold them. Because, you know, I had my daughter. I had to look out for my wife. You know, I done lost a lot of things. Lost my homeboy. You know, lost much things, you know. But this is a story of this gnarly tale in my life. And I'm Gnarly Vato. So stay gnarly and stay out of trouble. Think before you do anything that will risk your life and your freedom. Have a good one.